Hello everyone, welcome to Cameron Highlands and thank you for logging into our channel Cattle and Travel. Today we are telling you all about Cameron Highlands, what to do, how to come, how to roam about. So Cameron Highlands is a hill resort here in Malaysia, the country that says it's truly Asia. It is away from the hustle of cities and secluded in lap of nature. First and foremost, how to reach Cameron Highlands. Cameron Highlands can only be reached by road because there is no airport, and obviously since it's a hill station there are no railway heads as well. So the nearest airport is Ipoh Airport, which again is a domestic airport only with services to Langkawi and Johor Bahru. The nearest international airport would be Kuala Lumpur, which is about 4 to 5 hours away by road. The best that you can do to reach Cameron Highlands from Kuala Lumpur is to take a train to Ipoh and then take a bus, which is the fastest means and the most convenient. There are also direct buses running from Kuala Lumpur to Cameron Highlands from various service providers, and you can book them online as well. The good thing is then you don't have to take a connectivity and you can reach directly to Cameron Highlands. There are day tours happening from Kuala Lumpur, Penang and some of the other places as well if you want to take one of those touristic tours which would take you to all the sites once and for all. How to navigate within Cameron Highlands. Now Cameron Highlands does not have any public transportation or Grab or other means. The only option that you have is either to walk around the town or to take a taxi. Now given buses drop you at Tanah Rata, which is the main bus terminal, and most of the touristic activities are in Bridgerung area, which are about 10 to 15 kilometers away. So the only option we would recommend is taking a taxi. A private sedan cab would cost you something around 30 ringgits per hour, and you can cover most of the stuff in 3 to 4 hours, so it would be around 120 ringgits in all, which is about 2000 rupees. So shouldn't be a big issue, but that's the only option. So now what to do in Cameron Highlands? Cameron Highlands is primarily known for its tea plantations, so you should definitely visit one of the bigger tea plantations. Two major ones are Bow Tea Plantation and the Cameron Valley Tea Plantations. The other major thing to do is to go into hiking trails. Maybe Mossy Forest is one big area that people would want to go to. In addition to it, there is a lot of strawberry farming happening in Cameron Highlands. Right now we are recording in one of the strawberry farms out here. You could try your hand at strawberry plucking, and then they would make juice out of the strawberries that you plucked. So that's a wonderful feeling to do. There are few other points to cover as well if you want to do. These include Cactus Point, where there are multiple varieties of cactuses available. There is Cameron Highlands Flora, which has roses and orchids if you are interested in flowers. There's a butterfly farm, there's a honeybee farm. There are a couple of other such touristic points developed as well. There's agricultural produce farm market as well if you want to go there. So there's enough to engage you if you've got more time, but if not, then probably tree plantation and strawberry farms are something that you should absolutely do. Also try, if you can get time, to roam around the Tanah Rata city area. There are a number of cafes out here, so you can try lunch in one of those. Where to stay if you are doing an overnight trip. There are multiple hotels and hostels available throughout the city. Bridgerung area and Tanah Rata are the two prominent areas that people would like to stay in. We would recommend, since Tanah Rata is the transportation hub, it's easier to manage things and staying here. There are hostels available if you are a budget traveler or solo traveler. If you are looking for more decent hotel accommodations, then those are available in this area as well. There may not be enough luxury options out here, but that's not the purpose of coming to Cameron Highlands. The purpose is to engage with nature and re-energize yourself, and there are enough options that could help you do that. So pick one that works best. Look at all the reviews on TripAdvisor, see pictures and see whatever aligns with you. But definitely Cameron Highlands is a place where you could spend a night easily and do a 2-day tour, given the vibes in the morning and the night markets after the sun goes down are a great experience based on what we've seen on videos. We didn't have enough time, so we obviously did only a day tour. That's all about Cameron Highlands for you friends. Hopefully this video was useful. If it was, please do like the video. If you've not yet subscribed, please do subscribe to this channel. If you've got any questions, feel free to put them in the comments. We'll be happy to engage in a conversation. But for now, we'll wrap up this video here, and until we bring you more videos and more content, stay tuned, look at our other videos. Until we come back, bye bye.